My name is Jonathan Norton. I am the playwright in residence at the Dallas Theater Center, and I am the playwright of Penny Candy. Penny Candy started for me about maybe, I'd say 5 years ago, actually. It was an idea that I had about wanting to tell a story about a candy house that my mom and dad operated when I was little and that I helped to run. But the idea that I had those many years ago was like really dark and moody and disturbing and sad. It was kind of like a cross between The Wire and Homicide: Life on the Streets. And so I had this idea, but for many different reasons, I was never able to actually put pen to paper to write it. And then in 2015, Kevin Moriarty offered me a commission to write a new play for DTC. And I, in my mind, went back to that idea that I had about the candy house, but something still didn't quite work and something still didn't quite make sense to me. And then I began to wonder and question, why was it that I was writing a play about my childhood, but I wasn't actually in the play? Because like in that early version of the play that I had in my mind, Jun, me, was not actually in the play. It was not a character in the play. And I later came to realize that the reason for that was because that was not a story that was true to me, and that I couldn't find my way inside of that story because that's not really the story that I remember. And the more I thought about it, I realized that that's not the way that I wanted to remember my parents. I actually had a really fun, really cool childhood, growing up in Pleasant Grove, helping my parents run the candy house. The candy house was like the center of the neighborhood. It was the hub. Everyone came through. We knew all the stories, all the people in the neighborhood, and so it was like one big extended family. And that family centered on the candy house, and that was the story that I wanted to celebrate. And so it's really thrilling to think that there's a new play being created right here in Dallas about Dallas, and that in and of itself is something to celebrate. When audiences come to see Penny Candy, they're going to experience a really fun, visceral, kind of in-your-face, high-impact type theater, and there's really fun, crazy things happening throughout the play. I mean, we make snow cones on stage, and there's Frito pies, and you actually get to see this fully functioning, working candy house. Get your tickets now for the world premiere of my new play, Penny Candy, at DallasTheaterCenter.org, running through July 14th. Like right now, like shut the video down and just go get your tickets. And then send it to a friend and tell them to get their tickets. Frito pie.